And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey folks, we're going through expansions for Flashpoint Fire Rescue, which is a fantastic cooperative game about fighting a fire together as a group of firefighters. Today we're taking a look at the expansion Second Story, which has this very determined looking young lady on it, and a few rules. This one does not add a whole lot of stuff to the game. It basically adds a second floor like this. Okay, this expansion comes with two boards, but they fit together, and you'll notice this is the whole point of this expansion is that there are two floors to the house. This is a very nice house, actually, or a restaurant. I'm not sure what it is. But anyhow, there's two floors. We have B1 and B2, and you can actually flip on the other side, and you have A1 and A2. Now, each of these floors has a staircase on it. You'll see here the staircase right there. You'll show that the staircase shows coordinates, red 1 and black 6. And if I go to red 1 and black 6 on the other board, there's the steps that are going down. Here they're going up, there they're going down. So those stairs are connected to one another. So you're able to climb the stairs, and flames are able to go up and down the stairs. Now, what if you want to get upstairs and there's flames in the stairway? Well, this game comes with portable ladder pieces. These pieces here, this is the bottom half and the top half, and essentially a fireman can carry these around, because you'll notice there's only a few spots for the fire truck down here and for the ambulance, but on the bottom you can set these ladders up so that you can climb upstairs. You put the bottom on one part and the top on the corresponding part upstairs, and then a fireman can climb up these spaces and get in the windows. Speaking of windows, it's a new thing that's added. There's actually pieces so that windows can be opened. Windows are a little bit different than doors, and that doors cause a lot more structure when they're blown up, while a window, if one structure point destroys it, and they're also easier to close. Now, firemen can carry these ladders around. It takes some points for them to set them up. They can move up and down them even when carrying victims, which makes it, just like an actual fire. Now, this game also comes with action tokens. These are not actually necessary, but these are if you want to keep track of your actions. So you turn them over to show that they've been used, and the game also comes with special action tokens for the people who are using those. Like, here's the fire hose, and here's the guy who gets an extra movement. So I don't think these are necessary, but they're here. It also has a cool explosion tile. So that's basically it. There's not a whole lot of new rules added to this other than the stairs and the windows, and the fact that you have to fight on two floors, which is going to make it more logistical. Like if the fire gun is shooting water in one section, that affects both floors and things like that. This is kind of an interesting expansion in the sense that it's definitely not a must-buy. It plays very interestingly enough. I mean, obviously, I like having the two different floors, and that presents a challenge. Although, for me, it felt very claustrophobic. I don't know how to explain it. I mean, the game's already tough enough with fire. Here, it felt like it was harder to get around, which is the point. This is going to be a little bit harder. Having the firemen climb up the ladders to rescue people, especially the cat. It has that whole storybook movie thing, fire people rescuing, climbing down a ladder, everyone cheering. So there's that. But essentially, this is a variant map. That's what it is. There's not a whole lot of new rules. It's not very complicated. So if you're looking for something interesting and you like the idea of going up to the second floor, then this one's good. It does have two maps. I shouldn't say the variant map. There are two different maps. I thought it would have been cool if they had made it somehow where you could mix and match the different maps, but you can't. You got A1, A2, and B1, B2. And all those pieces, like I said, those action markers, it seemed like a lot of extra cardboard. We don't need them. It's pretty easy to know what actions you've used on your turn. But I know some people like to count the thing out. The ladders are cool, and really that's all there is to it. So I recommend this, but only if you need everything or you're looking for an alternative scenario. This isn't my favorite of the expansions, but it is good. It's just not necessary.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.
What do you want me to do? out the door.
There.